this pelvic girdle, many bones are involved, and we start from upward to downward in directions. Hand limb contains following bones. First, we all know bones just above the pelvic girdle is coccygeal vertebra and also sacral vertebra. So two bones involved above the pelvic girdle, coccygeal and sacral vertebra. Later on, pelvic girdle. This pelvic girdle contains three bones, ilium, ischium, and pubis. Later on, is the longest bone is femur. After that, tibia and fibula. In between two, there is a largest sesamoid bone, which is patella. After that, tibia and fibula. Next is tarsal, metatarsals, and digit. Each digit contains three phalanges, first, second, and third. Okay. So when we listed the joint of the hand limb, first we'll sacroiliac joint, pelvic symphysis. We all know pelvic girdle made up of the three bones, ilium, ischium, and pubis. On its floor of the pelvic girdle, two pubis bones comes in contact to each other and forms a symphysis that is known as pubic symphysis. And first joint of this long bone will hip joint, then stifle joint. After that, hock joint, fetlock, pastern, coffin joint. These all joint involved in the formation of this joint of the hand. Before that, you have must knowledge about what is joint. For the formation of joint, generally minimum two bones are involved. And bones, the part which involved in the formation of joint, this bones is called as articular end, articular part of this bone. So you see the picture of third slide number. Here two bones involved. Both bones comes in contact to each other, and beside that they forms a gap. You must have knowledge about what is ligament and what is tendon. Ligament, it connects bone to bones. It is responsible for provide connection between one bone to another bone. And tendon is the part of muscles in the form of fibrous cord like structures which connects muscles to bone. Tendon is the part of muscles and converted in the form of fibrous cord like structures which connect bones to the muscles because it is a part of the muscles. So you see the picture, two bones comes in contact to each other, and externally it is covered by a ligament. The ligament which comes on its lateral side, that is called collateral ligament. It may be lateral or medial. So this is, you see the lateral ligament, and the bones of its articular end comes in contact to each other. This is known as articular cartilage. This is clear? Articular cartilage. And ligaments towards the bones forming a capsule that is formed by the many fibrous tissue. This capsule is known as fibrous capsule. So this is clear. Outer portion comes in contact to each other by a structure that is known as ligament, and inner part of the bones which comes in contact to each other that is known as articular cartilage. And inside the muscles there is a capsule that is known as fibrous capsule. And these all structures covers the articular end of two bones, and inside forming a membrane that is known as synovial membrane. And this synovial membrane is responsible for nomenclature of the joint that is known as synovial joint. And this joint or membrane contains following minerals, and its composition is responsible for to provide to reduce the friction between the two bones, that is in the form of hyaluronic acid. Now, the first joint, those we are ready to discuss, that is the hip joint. So in joint, there are four importance. Any joints contains four important topics, which is for explain or which is explain the whole structures, whole component of the joint. First, will taps. You must have idea about the joint of forelimb. This hip joint is somewhat similar to the joint shoulder joint. So types of this joint is ball and socket. This is visible to all. Ball and socket. That means when we go on scapula and humerus, scapula having a cavity that is known as glenoid cavity, which act as the socket, and head of the humerus where will act as the ball. So this is known as ball and socket ball. Same thing is here. Pelvic girdle when comes in contact to each other and forms a cavity that is known as cotyloid cavity or acetabulum. And these acetabulums is for the attachment or for the articulation of the head of femur. And this is known as ball and socket type. So you see here coxofemoral, matlab coccygeal. This is coxo, cotyloid cavity and head of the femur. And anthrosis means ball and socket. Another name of the ball and socket is arthrosis. Ball involvement we have already discussed. Acetabulum is the part of pelvic girdle, that is the os cocci and head of femur. And motion, movement. Four things we have already discussed. Major four things comes under the joint. One is types, bone involvement, motions, and another will ligament. So bone involvement we have discussed acetabulum of the pelvic girdle and head of the femur. Now motion, because it is ball and socket, means it provides polyaxial, more than one direction. It may be gliding, circumduction, adduction. You have must about adduction and abduction, extension and flexion. You have must aware about this bird are possible. Extension and flexion are the most likely. So these all types of movement comes under this joint, and this is so known as polyaxial types of movement. So up to the 4 point of this joint, we have completed the 3 main point types, that is the ball and socket. Next, bone involvement, movement, and ligament. So capsular ligament is the common ligament, because when we see the common structure of these two bones covered by articular cartilage, these cartilage ever form a cap-like structure. So this ligament present in all joint. If you have no knowledge about any joint, any ligament, then you must write the capsular ligament, except tempolohyoid articulations. In tempolohyoid articulation, we have already discussed during the study of the skull. Tempolohyoid articulation, this ligament is absent. So here first capsular ligament, it comes attached in between two bones. One will the articular surface of the acetabulum and another will the head of femur. Cotyloid ligament, name indicate cotyloid cavity. Cotyloid ligament is the marginal ligament. And next we will come on the structures of this joint. So this ligament present on the margin of the cotyloid cavity, which depends the acetabulum for the attachment of head of femur. That part of the cotyloid ligament stretches across the cotyloid notch, converting into the foramen, and structures and some part of the joint is visible as like the transverse in manner with the help of the ligament. So this ligament finally known as acetabular ligament also. And last is round ligament. Round ligament, you must aware about the fovea capitis. We have discussed in the structure of the head of the femur. There is a deep notch-like structure that is known as fovea capitis, which is for the attachment of round ligament along with the acetabulum. So this is a round ligament is attached to the lateral lip of the acetabular notch, and to the fovea coccyx, that is the head of femur. Next. Yes, see, this is the structures of the two bones. One is the femur, another is the pelvic girdle. So you see the four
Sir.
first, yes
सर स्क्रीन शेयर कीजिए, नहीं दिख रहा है हम लोग को।
स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
नो सर।
वेट ओहो, दिस इज
यस सर।
ओके, जितना मैं बताया सभी लोग सुना? हेलो?
यस सर।
हाँ, तो जो आपने उसका स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं देखा, जो मैं डिस्कस किया है ना, जो मैं डिस्कस किया उसका, तो अब देखेंगे। चलिए कोई बात नहीं, मैं 2 मिनट पीछे चलता हूँ। स्लाइड नंबर 2 पर आएंगे, जो वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस द joint of the hind limb. First will be the sacroiliac joint, next will be the pelvic symphysis, and we are ready to start from here hip joint, because this is the simple joint. We will discuss later on the sacroiliac joint and the pelvic symphysis when we will discuss the structure of the coccygeal vertebra and the sacrum. So this is the hip joint, the stifle joint. You must know about the name of the hind limb joint as well as the forelimb joint. These last 3 joint is the common for the hind limb and forelimb. You see, this is visible to all: pastern joint, coffin joint, है ना, fetlock joint. These 3 joint is common for the forelimb and hind limb. These 3 joint is common for the hind limb and forelimb. And first will hip joint, a stifle joint, and hock joint, and fetlock, pastern, and coffin. You see the structure. We have already discussed about the two bones. You see the lateral part of these 2 bones comes in contact to each other by a ligament that is maybe lateral ligament or maybe medial ligament. So in general, both are called as collateral ligament. From one student, I would like to confirmation. This is visible to all?
Yes sir.
So this is the ligament. You see here, this is the lateral. Cursor is visible to all? Cursor.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
So we have already discussed the outermost part of the 2 bones comes in contact with a structure that is known as ligament. It may be lateral ligament or collateral ligament. And you see the articular end of 2 bones comes in contact and forms covered by a structure. This is known as articular cartilage. You see here articular cartilage, and where is converted in the form of cap-like structure. That means forming a cap. Any bones, maybe irregular bone, regular bone, long bone, or maybe a small bone, they all are covered by, when comes in contact to each other of another bones, then covered by a cap-like structure. So this articular cartilage will call the capsular cartilage. Okay, so this is common for all joints, and this ligament internally having a fibrous structure that is known as fibrous capsule. We have already discussed, and both side from lateral to medial, both side of bone covered by a ligament, and inside forming a membrane that is known as synovial membrane, and inside the synovial membrane there is a fluid that is known as synovial fluid, which contains the major amount of hyaluronic acid, which maintains the reduce the friction between the 2 joints. Okay, so next slide we have already discussed, and this is the hip joint. 4 important major topic under this joint is types: bone involvement, this is type. Next will the bone involvement and movement and ligament. So this is visible for all? One can.
Yes sir.
Yes. So you see, this is the ball and socket. We have already studied in the shoulder joint, ball and socket. Bone involvement, acetabulum of the pelvic cavity and head of the femur. Movement, because it is the ball and socket, means polyaxial, provide more than one direction. It may be gliding, circumduction, adduction, abduction, extension, and flexion. Next, ligament. There are 3 main major ligament involved in this joint. One is capsular ligament, that is common for all joint except temporohyoid articulation. Next is the cartiloid ligament, indicate this present on the cotyloid cavity. We will see on the structure, and it mainly present on the margin of this cotyloid cavity, so it also called as marginal ligament. Also called as marginal ligament. And finally, this ligament covers the acetabulums on its margin, so also called as the acetabular ligament. And round ligament attached with the acetabulum or with the fovea capitis. You must know about the fovea capitis. Fovea capitis is the peat-like structures which presents over the head of femur and is to provide the connection between the two bones with the help of ligament, and this ligament is called round ligament. So this is okay. Up to this, you see the picture. First, Rohit.
Yes, sir.
First you see the picture. This is the acetabulum. This is the acetabulum, and this is the femur, and this is head. So head of femur comes in contact with this, is known as ball and socket. This is the socket, and this is the ball type, ball and socket. And this ligament, this all part of the acetabulum is covered by, all part of the acetabulum is covered by a ligament that is known as marginal ligament, and this structure of the head is covered by a ligament that is known as capsular ligament. And this is the fovea capitis. Here is the fovea capitis, where one ligament, you see, this is the ligament which connects the acetabulum and the head of femur, and this is known as round ligament. Next picture, you can see again here. This is the head of the femur, and this part covered by a ligament. This part is covered by a ligament. This ligament will call capsular ligament, and this is the part of acetabulum. Below that, there is the largest foramen of the body. This is known as obturator foramen. So up to this, be clear about the structures involved in the formation of joint. Again, this is the clear-cut picture of this hip joint. This is the head, and this is the cotyloid cavity. And this ligament, major ligament, this is the fovea capitis, comes here with acetabulum, and this structure is known as round ligament. Below that, obturator foramen. This is the head, and this structure is auricular, is nothing. This cartilage is cap-like structure here, cap-like structure. This will call the capsular ligament. Next, this is in case of the horse. A specific difference: in the case of the horse, round ligament is narrower, and in addition to that, there is a one additional ligament present in the horse. This is known as accessory ligament. Accessory ligament. We will see in the next picture. You see here. First, we clear about this. Cursor is visible to all. बताएंगे कोई एक?
Yes, sir.
This is known as accessory ligament. ये accessory ligament क्या करता है? इसका इंपॉर्टेंस हम पढ़ेंगे आगे. This is only present in case of the equine. ये accessory ligament जहां पे कर्सर जा रहा है, इस फीमर को अपने दूसरे डायरेक्शन कहने का मतलब साइड किकिंग करने नहीं देता है, इसको रोकता है. इसलिए कहा गया है कि घोड़ा जो इक्वाइंस होता है वो हमेशा जो है किकिंग जो करता है सीधे डायरेक्शन में करता है, इस लिगामेंट के चलते. लेकिन ये लिगामेंट जो होता है बोवाइंस में, कैटल में, बफेलोज में एब्सेंट होता है. इसलिए वो जब भी किकिंग करता है तो स्ट्रेट डायरेक्शन में ना करके डायगोनल करता है. एज ए वेटरिनेरियंस, जब आप ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे किसी भी घोड़े को, तो कभी भी उसके पैर के सीधे नहीं खड़ा होना चाहिए था, उसके पैर के साइड में खड़ा होना चाहिए. लेकिन जब आप एक बोवाइन को, बुल्स को जब पीछे से ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे तो आप उसके पैर के सीधे खड़े रहें. दिस इज द किकिंग हैबिट mainly due to the presence of this ligament. Horse or equine family always kick in a straight direction. तभी तो कहा गया है कहावत कि घोड़े के पीछे और साहब के आगे नहीं होना चाहिए, हम लोग कभी इस तरह का शब्द यूज करते हैं, तो पीछे नहीं होने का तात्पर्य यही है कि घोड़ा जब भी किकिंग करेगा तो एकदम सीधा करेगा, और जो बोवाइंस होगा वो डायगोनल करता है. दिस इज मेनली ड्यू टू दिस लिगामेंट दैट इज नोन एज accessory ligament, or this present in this margin of the acetabulum, which prevent the movement on its the diagonal direction. Here see, horse contains this ligament. Cotyloid ligament is the present in also in case of the bovine, but here it is narrow. And next important ligament, additional ligament present in case of this. This is the important question always asked by the examiner, and they must feel desire to know this answer about what are the ligaments responsible for the kicking of horse, mainly in straight direction. So this ligament is known as accessory ligament, which arises from pre-pubic tendon. You must know what is the pre-pubic tendon. Pre-pubic name indicates it's the tendon. Tendon means the part of the muscles pre-pubic, before pubic region. So it is the tendinous structure which umbilical cord. Just beside the behind the umbilical cord, there is a tendinous structure that is known as pre-pubic tendon. This pre-pubic tendon is responsible for the origin of this additional ligament, which originates from here and goes on the cotyloid cavity, which prevents the movement of the femur bones in its other position. So this ligament passes outward and upward, backward, reaches up to the pubic groove of the acetabular notch and inserted near the fovea capitis behind the round ligament. And this ligament only present in soliped. Soliped means soliped, hoof जिसका सिंगल होता है उसको सोलिपेड्स कहते हैं. It prevent the adduction means side kicking. The absence of this ligament in ruminants, absent of this ligaments in ruminant, and this reason is the why ruminant can side kick and movement being known as cow kick. So this all about the joint of the horse. One important ligament that is accessory ligament, which present only in equine family. In dog and pig, this is similar to that of the ox. So you see here, we have already discussed about this important ligament. This is the accessory ligament, a pre-pubic or additional ligament present in case of the equine. Now it is time we will discuss for 2-3 minutes. Any query? Anyone? Any student? You have query related to the?
सर
हाँ.
सर काऊ बैक किक मार सकती है?
नहीं मारेगी, बैक मारेगी, सीधा नहीं आएगा, सीधा नहीं आएगा. क्लियर? जब भी आएगा तो तिरछा आएगा. आप कभी हाँ साइड में आएगा, क्योंकि वो जो लिगामेंट प्रिवेंट कर रहा था ना, वो जो प्रिवेंट कर रहा था उसको साइड किकिंग से, वो अब्सेंट है, तो वो अपने पैर को उस डायरेक्शन में ले जाता है. ठीक है
सर ह्यूमन में होता है वो?
ह्यूमन में ये एक्सेसरी लिगामेंट.
यस सर.
ह्यूमन में एक्सेसरी लिगामेंट की बात करते हैं. इसमें जो लिगामेंट होता है एक्सेसरी लिगामेंट, यही कहने का मतलब कि आदमी जो है पीछे की तरफ किक करेगा या सभी डायरेक्शन में किक करेगा? आपका यही कहना है?
यस सर.
यस सर. इसमें जो एक्सेसरी लिगामेंट ह्यूमन में होता है वो उतना स्ट्रांग नहीं होता है जितना कि इक्वाइन्स में होता है. इसी वजह से होता है कि ह्यूमन का जो मूवमेंट होता है इस पेल्विक कैविटी का हर एक डायरेक्शन में होता है इन कंपैरिजन टू द एनिमल. और एनिमल है कि चारों पैर को यूज करता है, हम लोग से 2 पैर को यूज करते हैं, 2 हाथ यूज करते हैं, फोरलिम हैंडलिंग दोनों यूज करता है ना. तो चलिए मैं 2 मिनट और करूंगा, इसको कंक्लूड कर लेता हूँ हिप ज्वाइंट को. लेटर वी विल काउंट ऑन द नेक्स्ट ज्वाइंट दैट विल बी द स्टिफल ज्वाइंट. ओके, तो हमने क्या पढ़ा? वी हैव डिस्कस व्हाट इज ज्वाइंट. For the joint, there are 2 important structures, 2 articular end of the bones responsible for comes in contact to each other, and these structure internally covered by a cartilage that is known as articular cartilage, and externally this joint is covered by ligament. It may be lateral or medial ligament. Clear है? Clear है ना?
Yes sir.
हाँ, उसके बाद हमने क्या पढ़ा कि सर हिप ज्वाइंट क्या होता है. हिप ज्वाइंट के लिए सर, किसी भी ज्वाइंट के लिए सर आपने 4 चीज बताया है. एक उसमें बोन्स का इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है सर, कि कौन सा बोन रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है, सॉरी उसका टाइप्स क्या होता है. तो पहला टाइप्स हो गया बॉल एंड सॉकेट है. दूसरा क्या है? बोन इन्वॉल्वमेंट, उसमें एसिटाबुलम होगा किसका? पेल्विक गडिल का, और हेड फीमर का होगा. हाँ राइट. और इसमें मूवमेंट मेनी डायरेक्शन लिखोगे चलेगा, पॉली एक्सियल लिखोगे चलेगा. हाँ, लेकिन इसमें पॉली एक्सियल मेन है, और उसमें दिखाया है कि पॉली एक्सियल के तहत ही ग्लाइडिंग होता है, सरकमडक्शन होता है, एडक्शन,
Gliding.
abduction। हाँ, एक्सटेंशन फ्लेक्शन आप जानते हैं, ठीक है। लिगामेंट बता दिए, कैप्सुलर लिगामेंट। सर कैप्सुलर उसको बोलते हैं जो भी बोन आपस में एक दूसरे से जुड़ता है, हाँ, जो जुड़ता है उसके हेड जो भी आर्टिकुलर सरफेस पर जो कवर करता है उसका दूसरा नाम हम लोग आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज बोलते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पर कप लाइक स्ट्रक्चर हो जाता है, इसको हम लोग कैप्सुलर लिगामेंट बोलते हैं। यहाँ पर कोटिलॉइड कैविटी है और वो मार्जिन की तरफ जो लिगामेंट कोटिलॉइड से लिगा रहता है, इसलिए इसको हम कोटिलॉइड कार्टिलेज कहते हैं, कोटिलॉइड लिगामेंट बोलते हैं। और ये एसिटाबुलम को ही कवर करता है ट्रांसवर्सली भी, इसलिए इसका नाम एसिटाबुलर लिगामेंट है। एंड वन इंपॉर्टेंट लिगामेंट इज राउंड लिगामेंट,
Round ligament.
हाँ, जो फेबिया कैप्टिस को फीमर से जुड़े रखता है, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, पिक्चर इज क्लियर? हेलो, कनेक्ट था।